Good evening, good morning, whatever time you watching this video or listening to this video. I just wanted to come and just mention a couple of things, something that stood out to me this morning. Sometimes your childhood will play out in your adulthood. And what I mean by that is sometimes the experience that we experience in our adulthood, the lack or whatever flaws that we have many times, it stems from our childhood. And I've seen people act out as adults, and the root of it is it's this undealt trauma. You didn't deal with the trauma or the insecurities of what you experienced as a child. For instance, you have people who they'll do anything for attention, and perhaps it could be that they didn't get attention. No one paid attention to them when they were kids, and sometimes what you're seeking for as an adult, the thing that you're seeking for is the very thing that you didn't get as a child. And so what you have to do is go back and deal with your childhood experiences and see what it is that you need to do so that your childhood doesn't keep coming up in your adulthood. We have people that are spoiled. They were spoiled as children and it was not corrected. A parent didn't correct it. Maybe they perpetuated it. It's a little breezy out. Maybe they perpetuated the behavior. And now as an adult, you're still throwing tantrums as an adult. And so it goes back to looking deep within. Going back, looking deep within, pinpointing what it is that was undealt, or you didn't deal with it, or an undealt childhood issue, and deal with that so that it won't keep leaking out in your adulthood. There are people who are, as children, maybe you were raised, it's really windy out, maybe you were raised in a household with siblings, and one felt slighted, and one felt like the parent treated another one better than they treated you. So they grow up with trying to compete with that sibling that they thought was loved more. And so as adults, you find yourself fighting childhood issues and still carrying the drama from your childhood into your adulthood. And now here you are, adults, and you still feel insecure about what you experienced as a child. And I'm telling you, there are more fights and disagreements that people have as adults, but it stems from something that happened in their childhood. They felt like you got away with more. So they'll find ways, they'll try to pinpoint and find things bad about you to put you on display to others. Maybe that will cause other people to dislike you because you were liked as a child, or you're well liked now as an adult. You were liked as a child, and that other person or people or whoever it may be, they don't like the fact that you got that attention as a child and you're getting it as an adult. And it goes back to that childhood issue. The insecurities that you felt as a child sometimes spews out, if it's undealt with and you didn't deal with the childhood trauma, it spews out as an adult. So you see adults fighting over childhood issues. And for those that are listening and be okay with the ones that won't accept your apology for anything, or they won't accept you moving on, and they'll try to keep pulling you back, and you're trying to make it clear to them it's not like that, it's not that way. 9 times out of 10, people are not interested in settling issues. They're not into settling it or trying to bring some type of compromise to it or some type of understanding to whatever you're going through. Some people just don't want clarity. They don't want understanding. They like to fight and make noise and be loud and obnoxious. Sometimes it's they didn't get the attention they needed as a child. And so as an adult, they're doing things to draw attention to themselves. It's not good attention. It's not good attention, uh, but it is simply childlike situations that's leaking out into your adulthood because you didn't deal with that childhood issue. May I say to you, move forward. Look deep. Go inward. Look deep within. And find out what it is that's playing out in your life. Because that it could be something from your childhood that's playing out in your adulthood. And deal with that. And address it. And be okay with taking time to heal from it. It's not always easy to heal from childhood traumas. And sometimes people are too ashamed to admit that they were jealous of you as a child or growing up, or they were insecure for whatever reason. And they won't admit it now. But the root of it, the quarrelings and the fights and the disagreements as adults, is sometimes it's just simply childhood issues leaking out into your adulthood. And it's okay once you recognize it and start dealing with it and be okay with it and heal and take your time to heal. All right? Have an amazing